Now, I would like to give the floor to Her Excellency, the member of the Gender Equality Council, Parliament of Georgia.
Madam Chair, Excellencies, I have the honor to address this important forum on behalf of the government of Georgia to discuss achievement and remaining challenges 20 years after the adoption of the Beijing Declaration and Platform of Action. As spelled out in the Beijing Plus 20 National Review Report, Government of Georgia is closely monitoring progress towards the implementation of the Platform of Action. Since 1995, Georgia has made a steady progress toward the achievement of gender equality and women empowerment. The principles of equality are reflected in Georgia's constitution and all other major legislative acts, including state concept of gender equality, laws against trafficking in human beings and domestic violence with relevant action plans, gender equality law and gender equality action plans, and national action plan of women, peace and security. Also, the new law of Georgia on the elimination of all forms of discrimination, adopted in May 2013, clearly states unacceptability of discrimination on the basis of gender identity and sexual orientation, along with other grounds. Progress has been made also in terms of development of national mechanisms in the field of gender equality and empowerment of women. A standing council of gender equality at the Parliament has been operational since 2010. Establishment of a special post of the Assistant of the Prime Minister on Human Rights and Gender Equality issues in 2013 was followed by the establishment of Human Rights Council chaired by the Prime Minister and relevant working groups. This year, an interagency council on the measure of elimination domestic violence has been re-established. A national coordination group of women, peace and security has formed, overseeing the implementation of the commitment under the Women, Peace and Security agenda. In addition, the Public Defender of Georgia established a Gender Equality Department and adopted the gender mainstreaming strategy. Madam Chair, Georgia sees clear linkage between the concluding observation and recommendation of the CEDAW Committee and implementation of the Beijing Agenda. We have a full guidance for our target and priorities for the incoming 4 years that are fully in the line with our international as well as national commitment and areas stipulated in the Beijing Platform for Action. Thus, our priority are to ensure effectiveness and well-functioning of all national mechanisms on gender equality and women's rights, including gender-responsive budgeting and gender mainstreaming in public service, enhance women participation in political decision-making through further development of temporary special measures, prevent and combat all forms of violence against women and girls, including domestic violence, and in this regard, Georgia has signed the Council of Europe Istanbul Convention and plans to ratify it in 2050 after amendments are made to the national legislation. Have a strong focus on meeting the needs of internally displaced, conflict-affected women and girls, as well as women belonging to different minority groups. In this connection, I would like to raise my country's concern over the foreign military occupation of 20% of its sovereign territory, resulting in the privation of fundamental human rights of up to 500,000 of IDPs and refugees, majority of which are women and children. And finally, a long-term human-centered approach aims to increasing awareness about gender equality and empowerment of women, tackle discriminatory perception and attitude, challenge gender stereotypes, and look at different parts of our social life from a gender perspective. We welcome a standalone goal for gender equality in post-2050 development agenda and believe that mainstreaming gender perspective will contribute to the achievement of other goals. In conclusion, Georgia is committed to a transformative and comprehensive approach in the post-2015 development agenda. While recognizing progress over the last 20 years since the Fourth World Conference of Women, major gaps remain, and we express our political will to contribute to filling the gaps in 12 critical areas of concern of the Platform of Action and pledge to undertake further concrete action at the national level to ensure full implementation of the Declaration and contribute to all human rights and fundamental freedoms of women and girls around the globe. I thank you.